Hi, I'm Jim,
I'm Karen.
and we do slow travel across the globe.
Well, nowadays it seems like we do medical procedures across the globe, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
We're in Malaysia right now. We decided to do a health screening, and we did it somewhere where most people don't know about. Most people think you're going to do it in Prince Court
Or
or Gleneagles.
Eagles.
We did it in Alty Orthopaedic Hospital, which also does a health check. And one of the reasons for it was we were offered a 20% discount because Karen had her hip done there, and we were very pleased with the hip replacement. Yeah. So, but in any case, we wanted to tell you about what we did there.
What we experienced, what our experience was there, and how we feel about it. And at the end, we'll tell you if we think it's worth it.
Yeah. We were told to go in at 8:30. Well, before that, we did a pre-registration form online.
They reminded us about the appointment, told us to be there between 8:30. They said that it's first come, first serve. So we got there, being with Jimmy, anyone that knows him, I was there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And we got our number, which was great because we were 1 and 2.
Yep, we got there at 8:30. They took me in, did a little bit of work on the computer, get me ready to go, and I was immediately rushed into, what was it that he did first with me?
I think they just took your vitals.
Yeah, they took my vitals.
And I think our experiences were the same. So what we did is we went, they print off our pre-registration form, made sure all the information was right, had it sign it. And then they print up all these little labels that go along with you, this little package that you don't even have. It just goes from department to department to department. They call you and you sit in a waiting area. And so Jimmy was called first and you got your vitals done.
Got my vitals done,
Weight,
and then
BMI.
Body mass index. My blood pressure was part of my vitals, but then we got blood tests.
3 vials.
Yep. Got a osteoporosis scan, I guess X-ray type of thing. He said X-ray.
I got chest X-ray and osteoporosis. Did you get a chest X-ray?
Yeah, I got the chest X-ray also.
And the osteoporosis scan and showed your bone density.
Yep. We got all that done. They checked us, got an ultrasound, very comprehensive ultrasound. They checked my kidney, my liver, my prostate. What else was it? Kidney, liver, prostate, bladder,
and then pancreas.
Yes. All of which came out good. And Karen basically went through the same thing except the prostate.
Yeah, they didn't find a prostate on me.
They couldn't find one, so it was missing.
But they did find my vagina. And so they did the same thing, checked the liver, and I mean, that was very comprehensive. I would say that was the longest test we had.
Yep, and it was scary because they were spending so much time with it. I was like,
and I'm like,
something
am I going to live? Am I going to live? Do you see anything? Is there an alien in there? Is something going to pop out? But it was great.
We got all this done. Before that, after that was done, we were giving a little certificate for 15 RM, which is negligible amount of money, but to go down and have coffee.
They told you to go have coffee while you, and a urine test. They also took a urine test.
Wee test. I did real well with I passed with flying colors with the wee test.
So then they sent him down for coffee. I was just coming out of the ultrasound. And then he was up and he had his consultation with the doctor, which was very nice. Dr. Lee, I believe her name.
Yeah, and she goes through everything.
Everything.
I was told.
They make sure all your tests are ready. They hand the package off to her and her nurse. Then my package was ready and I got to see the doctor. So we're going to put up on the screen. We went for the gold test. So you can see the things that were included in it. We would have had free parking, I guess, if we had a car, which would have been nice. And you're, like he said, you got a voucher for the coffee shop that was there, which is very nice.
And the coffee is good. And the free parking is cool because a lot of times we'll go someplace and we just park our ass somewhere for a few hours. But it had nothing to do with that. This was for a car.
Yeah. So now we're going to talk about cost.
Cost-wise.
Time-wise.
Yeah, time-wise, that's the first thing. Time-wise, we got there at 8:30.
What we got?
Did all the tests and the doctor consultation, and we were out in 3 hours. 11:30, we were walking out the door, calling Grab,
Yeah.
which is the equivalent of Uber. The total cost for Karen and I
per person
was about $193. That's with the 20%
USD.
discount.
It was 763 ringgit
Per person.
So that would depend on that. Now, like we said, we did have a coupon, so I don't know what your cost would be if you didn't have one. You can always go through a hip replacement though and get a
you get the
coupon.
20% discount for
That's
that.
it was so worth 14,000, 20%.
Yeah. The staff is wonderful. Everybody speaks really good English. When I was in the coffee shop, I was actually talking to one of the doctors.
He stopped you.
And he stopped me because he saw the video on the hip replacement and thanked me. We talked for quite a while. Just a really nice guy, nice doctor. I don't know his name. I wish I had known his name, but he was a really nice guy. All the staff is wonderful. Everyone speaks
was so nice.
Really good English.
I had a little trouble sometimes getting up and off the table, being out of my hip surgery. They were very concerned about it, always trying to help me in different things. Just everyone's so pleasant. You get a locker there with a key tag that automatically unlocks it. You can put your things in there. They give you shirts and pants if you need to wear it. And for different things to walk around. Everything went so smoothly, and I couldn't have been more impressed. And to bury the lead, we look like we're going to live forever.
Now, in all fairness, I'm going to make the statement. We've talked to people who had Prince Court, and they've told us that Prince Court was okay, but a little bit confusing.
One floor.
This was not confusing at all. It was on one floor.
You sat
The
in
fifth
one
floor.
waiting area.
You sat in one waiting area, and they came in and called you.
I walked you right to the place that you were going to have the test and told you where to go sit back into the waiting area until someone called you again. I think the longest I waited maybe was 5 minutes maybe 10 between a test. I think it's because you were taking so long with your ultrasound, because I heard your voice in there and you were talking a lot.
Yeah, well, the ultrasound was scary, but because it was so comprehensive.
It was amazing. I've never had one that was that in detail.
Yeah, I've had ultrasound on my bladder that takes 5 minutes. This girl was in there, and I was like, they found something wrong. They had to have found something wrong because it's taking too much time. No. And I'm going to say something about the ultrasound. In the United States, the gel that they put on you, I think the doctors put it in the refrigerator to cool it down really cold, so it's shocking when it hits. They warm the gel here.
It was amazing.
They literally warm the gel. It's so comfortable. It's so nice. It's soothing to have somebody rubbing your belly and rubbing all over
Jimmy
with the
loves
gel.
belly rubs.
I like belly rubs. So in any case, we just wanted to say, is it worth it to go to Alty?
Amazing.
It is beyond compare.
Now you could have done add-ons in the picture that we're going to take. It will show different packages in that. And like I said, we had the gold package. We'll put this up here. You could add on things. You could add on a pap smear, mammograms, different things if you wanted to. We didn't need to have that. So much of the tests have already been done, but we were really interested in the blood tests and just making sure the chest x-ray and different things were good.
The one thing I will say, I highly recommend them. I really, really do recommend them highly. They're not known that well for it. They're brand new. They're a newer hospital. They were, I think, only 2 years old. Give them a couple of more years, and they're going to be on the radar for these health checks, because they really are comprehensive. They do a great job for a low price. I think it's even lower than what the Prince Court costs.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
I'm not sure.
We're not sure, but we think so.
But you do get a full package, and you get all your information and even a CD, though I don't know. We'll have to destroy most of this, but we will take pictures of it and carry it with us. So we have our results with us to in the next 3 years when we do it again or whatever. We at least have the results, but no medication was prescribed. Of course, diets were prescribed for us because both me and Jimmy are very healthy.
Yes, I just had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'm drinking a cup of coffee. So, I mean, how healthy can you get?
But, you know, watch our carbohydrates, increase your exercise. Of course, the things that you need to do. But honestly, I couldn't have been happier. Of course, I'm happy because the results were so good. But I just with the breeze, and like I said, one floor, people always showing you where to come and go. Alty, ALTY, Orthopaedic Hospital, fantastic. I'm in the 4th week after my operation. I'm walking without a cane or a walker and doing amazing. I get my PT done there, my physical therapy also. It is just a fantastic place.
Incidentally, in about 2 weeks, we're going to do a final on Karen's hip replacement. Just to tell you a little bit more. Probably show her walking because everybody wants to see her walk. Everybody's asking about her.
Nobody.
Oh, everybody.
Nobody wants
I
to
like
see me
watch
walk.
you walk. In any case, we can make one of those YouTube videos like
where
they
you
do,
just follow
where
me.
I follow behind them, and you see their rear end as they walk.
Very dislike that. Thank you.
Very artsy-fartsy.
No, just voyeuristic, if you ask me.
In any case, if you've been watching this long, we're going to ask you to please do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe. She doesn't know why you'd subscribe.
I don't know
I like to do that.
I don't know why you're still watching, but if you are, thank you very much. And we just hope you have a wonderful day. We couldn't have been happier with our day.
And one last thing, we do have a Facebook page, Slow Travel Across the Globe. We talk a lot there. We've got a good community now, people posting pictures. So if you want vacation ideas or slow travel ideas, that's the place to go.
Yada,
also.
yada, yada.
Yada, yada. I go on and on, but we thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.